So Jay Trost owns Fat Irish. He used to be our juvenile director here, so he certainly is in touch with what the superintendent is saying in regards to the kids. Been a basketball coach. He works part-time for the city of Brookings. Want me to keep going? I could.
Pool manager.
Yeah, he's overall cool guy. So.
I like
Dr.
him
Ely,
falling.
he's
Thank you
going
for being
to
here,
challenge you to a one-on-one basketball game when you come to visit in Curry County, okay? My money's on you, though.
My money is too.
I think I'm going to cost you some money, Commissioner, because I'm sure he's going to annihilate me. I've been sitting on my butt too much for the last year.
And Commissioner Herzog is going to take on the winner. I'm past my prime. Thank you, Mr.
Commissioners,
Trost.
first of all, congratulations, Commissioner Herzog.
Thanks, Jay.
It's great to see you up here. And I appreciate the courage, number one, that it takes to examine this subject. This subject is so controversial on so many levels that, you know, it becomes a difficult issue to talk about. And so the fact that you have enough courage to do so is inspiring. And Dr. Ely, your presentation is enough evidence to move forward. I just want to, you know, I'll speak briefly as a restaurant owner, some of the challenges I'm sure everyone in here is aware of. Some of my behavioral analysis, that's one thing that I do understand a lot is behavior. That's what I did my entire adult life. And some of the challenges that we may see coming as we, you know, the preliminary signs and symptoms have been coming through, but the ripple effect is so small right now, comparative to what it will be and what it could be. So as I start, I'd like to just give a brief history because it's been such a long year. Just a brief history of what's happened and how where we are specifically in the business aspect of ones that have been shut down. So on March 12th, Oregon had its first COVID death. Tragic. March 16th, it was announced that we would be shutting down effective the next business day. Now, what did that mean for us? What did that mean for our citizens? What did that mean for the people that you know and love? It meant that the night of March 16th, we had to sit down with all of them. We had to let them go. For us in particular, it was the day before our biggest day of the year, where everybody's excited, where everybody has anticipated, built up, prepared for, and then you get told with a few hours notice that you no longer have a job.
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day. And that was one of the most difficult days in my entrepreneurial career. It's not even close. It was the most difficult day. So we navigate. We were not prepared. Nobody's prepared, right? We had a few hours to prepare. So you don't have all the necessary needs to do a takeout on all these things that are required. So we start to feel our way, but we're on board. We understand. We're believing. We need to help this process. So it was, overwhelmingly, everybody was on board. Nobody questioned anything. It was extremely, at that point, it was 2 weeks to flatten the curve. All right? So by April, we were supposed to be back in business. And that's what we told all of our staff. And April comes. It's extended another 30 days. So you have this sense of helplessness, right, that's starting to draw in on everybody. And there's nothing you can do. As elected officials, nothing we can do. As a school board member, I was extremely frustrated because our kids weren't in school. And I know how devastating that portion is to the mental well-being of our children, needing the structure and the care that some of them only receive during those hours of time at school. And we just don't have that. And I was really concerned of not only what was happening to our children, but what the fallout was going to occur from this. So we get through April. We're told in 2 weeks, May 15th. So we're in week 8 now of no business. Some takeout, but mainly no business. no paychecks, no income. Now, it's staggering, right? And we all understand that. May 15th, we're given the framework, phase 1, 2, and 3. Curry County falls into phase 2. We're ready to go. We are excited. We move on. We are in phase 2 from May 15th until just before Thanksgiving. Right? That's a significant amount of time to extrapolate a significant amount of data with restaurants being open, with all of the precautions in place. Just like Summer had said beforehand, she read that emotional testimony from a restaurant owner about every aspect that we have to go through to ensure the safety of our staff and our guests. So we go and we work really hard to knock it out of the park. On July 4th, the governor announces she's going to send out her entire teams to go audit restaurants. So they audit 800 facilities over the 4th of July time period. The busiest time in the restaurant industry in the summer, right? 9 violations of 800 restaurants. That is an incredible statistic amount of doing what we're supposed to be doing, right? So we get this information and we move forward. So we get closed down, obviously, again, just before Thanksgiving, and then again during December, and currently are open to outdoor and dine and takeout, right? So, but another piece of data that I'd like to share is the OHA tracks the workplace outbreaks, right? This should be staggering. If we are an industry that has to be closed, that employs 9% of Oregonians, right? That is not a small percentage of our workforce. Out of the 75 businesses listed in the outbreak, 3, if you include a fast food place, which we will, there were 5,351 counted in the outbreaks, workplace outbreaks. Of those, 27 came from restaurants. That's 0.005% of the workforce outbreaks were facilitated by restaurants over a period of time from May 15th to just before Thanksgiving, an enormous sample set where it could have been completely different. It proves that we were doing all of the work that we needed to be doing to keep each other safe and keep each other employed. I don't know, between the information that Dr. Ely gave and the information that is available to us, because the real concern that I think many of us share is that we have to go to these lengths that Dr. Ely's doing to get accurate information because it's not being provided, as evidenced by the public records advocate resigning the day before yesterday, stating undue pressure for not being able to release documents. Like, we can't even get the accurate information unless you do these extrapolating data digs like Dr. Ely just did. So what I'd like to say is, number one, I hope you've heard every piece of information that you need to make an informed decision. And I hope that you make a decision that benefits everybody who is your constituents, right? All 23,000 constituents. That we put in protections. If we get another opportunity to provide a stimulus to our county, that we reinvent how we can do those things by maybe placing some of those dollars into opportunities to protect our vulnerable, transportation services, delivery services, so that the rest of us can focus on working. We don't want stimulus money. We want to work. We want to have our people work. We don't want to tell people that we only have 5 hours for you this week, and I'm sorry, and I don't have anything else to tell you, and I hope the unemployment department helps you out a little bit. That's not okay. And frankly, all of us, we're done. We are so done. And I hope you are too. And I hope it doesn't end here. I really don't. I hope that you take this and you reach out to the other 36 counties commissioners and you implore them to take the same action, because strength isn't going to come in your power. It's in your influence, in your ability to influence others at this point. That's what we elected you for, to make these decisions, to assist the rest of us in being able to prosper and not suffer worse than what's being portrayed on the news. It's just, we need that. If there was one thing I would ask, it's that you spend the next 2 weeks just reaching out, communicating, and don't stop dialing. Get to these other leaders. Get everybody on board, because when there's numbers, then there's power. Use your influence to motivate these individuals, because everybody's on the cusp. They just need a little extra lift, some confirmation that what they're feeling is right, as Dr. Ely just provided most of everyone in this room. So with that, I just want to thank you guys for everything you said. And Dr. Ely, thank you too.